Hi everybody out there watching and listening. In this video I thought I would talk a little bit about what I consider to be the best CD released in 2019 yet so far. It'll probably perhaps be the best CD released in all of 2019. I mean, there's not little 1.5 months left, but we'll have to see that. But I'm not the kind of guy who usually do best of the year, because I don't really like, putting things in how should I say, to put things in relations with each other. Music is after all quite a subjective knowledge, or a subjective thinking. What I consider to be the best CD of the year might some others think it's awful. So but anyway, the CD that I received yesterday, that I've been listening to since, and that really struck me as a pure stroke of full-blooded genius in every sense of the word's truest and most full meaning, is the new CD from Connick Jr., True Love, a celebration of Cole Porter. He has here taken 13 of Cole Porter's classic songs. 12 of them are he sings, and one of them is an instrumental version of Begin to Begin, where he not sings but he plays piano. It starts off with a 2 minutes, almost, I think more than 2 minutes long intro, where he plays solo piano. He's on piano only, and then enters full band. And this CD is a true labor of love from his point of view, and he not only does he sing on 12 of the 13 tracks and plays piano throughout the whole CD, he also conducts the orchestra on the CD, and he has also made all of the arrangements, both for strings and for the big band that is featured on the tracks. Like it says here, conducted, arranged, and orchestrated. So he has both arranged and orchestrated all the songs, and that's what true. And he's also produced the CD together with Tracy Freeman. And this is, like I said before, true labor of love. He has taken these classic songs, many of which are timeless, and managed to turn them into something new. And that is not something new in the way that he has changed them. They still sound like they always done, but it is his very clever and quirky, or I should say ingenious, way of arranging them. He must have had a blast sitting making these charts for strings and the big band. And the big band features some of the most prominent musicians in America, people that you all know from various recordings of jazz and other type of music. And it truly swings like, well, I don't know what to say, but it swings like I've never heard swinging before in a long way. There's propelled by drums and so on. This is big band at its truly best. Some of the tracks are of course ballads, but mostly the swingers is that gives this CD such a joyous occasion. There's not a bad track here, and it truly must have been a blast, not only to arrange them, as I said, but also performing them. I wonder how much fun they must have had in the studio, because I'm imagining, I can't see this here on the CD, but I'm imagining that this is recorded old style, with him singing together with the big band, which I think gives an advantage. I received another CD yesterday also, which I'm not going to review here, but that one is recorded in the sense that the vocals were recorded in Great Britain, and the full orchestra backing tracks for symphony orchestra were recorded in New Zealand. It was a combination that the same artists did on their previous CD, and that's rather interesting to notice how some people decide to go back to live in the studio sort of way. This is a timeless piece of music. This CD by Harry Connick Jr. could have been easily released a couple of decades ago, but it's now in here, and it doesn't feel dated. It feels current in 2019, although like I said, it could have been recorded 50 or 60 years ago. But that's what makes good music, that it doesn't have a stamp or date. It feels current and vibrating. And I mean, if you're interested in dancing or so on, I suppose some of this music would be excellent for that. And what's also evident throughout is the masterful playing. There are lots of solos, both from Harry on his piano, of course, and some of the others players of trombone, saxophone, clarinet, etc. So there and trumpets, of course. So there's a lot of soul playing, and these musicians are, like I say, excellent. They have managed to make these. This is truly where the sum of all parts are greater than the individuals. I mean, all of these people who are performing on this CD are of course excellent musicians in their own right, but combined together they became like a force of nature, like a, well, I don't want to use the word beast, but they surely are one powerful engine. I can't say it in any other way, and so this is a truly very warm welcome back to Harry Connick Jr. He has released this CD on Verve. It's his first CD in a new contract with Verve, and I can just hope that he continues to be in such a creative fluke or creative strike of luck as he is here, because I hope that he continues this. Some of his most recent albums have not been to my liking and taste, but this is a true jazz record backing good old jazz form, and this is, like I said, this is the epiphany of, if somebody asked me what is big band vocal jazz like, if somebody who'd never heard big band vocal jazz, this would be an extraordinary example to show them, and to show them this is the basic course, or this is the perfect example of how big band jazz in a timeless fashion, that's both 2019 and could have been done yesteryears, done very well, highly recommended. And in my opinion, like I said before, but that's just my humble opinion, this is the best record so far I've had the privilege of hearing in 2019, and it's an instant classic that I think will be considered one for many years to come. Lovely. Thank you for watching.